Jamar, do me a favor because this happened so quick. It's like, wow. Go to Facebook and see if we're live on the page. I'm thinking we should be. Um, and from there we can begin to engage with the viewers. And so, yes, good morning, world, and welcome to the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. We thank you all for joining with us this morning on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast for yet another fun-filled season. And so, yes, world, we are back like a shark attack, back like we left some, back like we ain't got no clothes on our back, and for the world is a better place when the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast is taking place. And so, thank you all for tuning in with us this morning as we conversate about the latest sports topics that have taken place from this past week and will be upcoming this week. It is always a blast to have you all tune in and participate with us every weekend. As a reminder that every week we always like to begin our podcast by reminding our audience that the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast can be found on Facebook via the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast community page, also via Facebook via the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast page, on IG at the Early Morning Sports Talk POD, again on Instagram at the Early Morning Sports Talk POD, YouTube as the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify as the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, as well as our own Facebook pages via Brandon Price, Jamar Goodman, Ian Jones, as well as our guest for this weekend, Mr. Xavier Rice. Today is August 12th of 2023, and you have seen yet again another interesting week in the sports world. Abigail, come help your sister. I'm busy. Just a second. She got her head stuck. Grace, what are you doing?
I completely understand.
All right.
I completely understand.
So, my daughter here, she was trying to find the ball, and so the space was small, and so she stuck her head inside trying to find the ball. It's okay, boo boo. It's okay. All right. You okay? All right. And so, Jamar, how's it looking on that end?
So we're connected. The Facebook streams are connected.
Okay, it should be.
I'm about to
Like for instance, Kick, etc.
Yeah, I see it on. I think we're live on Twitch. The YouTube one I can't find.
Okay. Let me see. Let me actually try on YouTube. Let me see. So what I'm gonna do is log in, and I don't know how I can go to it. So I see that we got a restream, and it's scheduled for YouTube, and so that's nice.
Okay, I see it. We good.
Okay. You see YouTube?
Yep, we're good.
Oh, all right, great. And so, yes, all right. And so in this case, all right. If you want to start over, Jamar, maybe we could analyze.
However you want to do it, man. And I mean, I know we just getting used to this.
Exactly. And so let me